Michigan's Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, who is in Selma this evening. Secretary Benson, it is good to see you. You know, I think a lot of our viewers know you for the work that you have done in the past 3 years to defend our democracy. But it strikes me, you being in Selma, this is actually the root of what brings you to the work that you do today. Draw a line for me between what was happening 58 years ago and the fight we find ourselves in today.
It's directly connected. And as you know, I actually started my career in Montgomery, Alabama, in Selma, and was deeply inspired with this sense and responsibility to continue the work of those who stood on the foot of the Edmund Pettus Bridge in March of 1965, facing down billy clubs and tear gas, seeking only the basic promise in our Constitution of one person, one vote be a reality for everyone. And I come every year and bring various different groups with me because we always have to remember, and being here physically reminds you of the fact that we've come a long way, but there was a great amount of sacrifice to get us here, and we're still not there yet. We've still not fully crossed that bridge. And we have to ask ourselves the question, where is the foot of the Edmund Pettus Bridge today? And in my view, in states all around the country and in this 2024 election cycle where we all must be willing to stand in support of our voting rights, pushing for federal protections, pushing back against states' efforts to restrict access to the vote, and really committing all of ourselves to the work that those who stood on the bridge 58 years ago were committed to as well, because it's all connected and our right to vote is sacred and only real if we all fight for it every year.
I worry sometimes that when we talk about democracy, that can seem really esoteric to people and that they're looking for policies that can be put in place that actually make them feel like their democracy is working. You just released a democracy playbook with Arizona's Secretary of State, Adrian Fontes, who's going to be joining us in the next hour. What policies are you recommending to safeguard this upcoming election?
Everything from making sure we have policies in place to give people options to vote, whether they vote early or through the mail or in person, that people feel safe when they show up to vote and are protected from any efforts to interfere with their casting of the ballot, and that the people who administer our democracy as well are kept safe with policies to increase penalties for those who would threaten our election workers. We've also introduced in Michigan, or about to introduce, a Michigan Voting Rights Act, which very much mirrors the federal Voting Rights Act, which, as Congresswoman Sewell noted earlier, has been significantly weakened over the last few decades. I believe every state should look, and leadership in every state should look to enact their own Voting Rights Act to ensure that we're at every level protecting the ability for every citizen to cast their ballot freely and free of intimidation.
I'm going to layer onto that the fact that your state is debating a ban on guns at polling places. And I want you to take a listen to what one city clerk shared about the harassment that she's faced.
The greatest threat came when one morning, while taking a walk to clear my mind, an unknown Caucasian man, about 6'3" and 250 pounds, approached me in my neighborhood and abruptly stated, "I've been waiting for you at work, so I decided to come to your house. Why did you cheat? And why did you allow Trump to lose? You're going to pay dearly for your actions in this election." Mind you, he was approaching me in a threatening manner, coming closer and closer. And my only recourse was, "I have COVID and I'll spit on you."
I mean, that is chilling, that we just heard from Janice Winfrey, the Detroit city clerk. It is meant to be chilling, right? It is meant to have a chilling effect. That is why they keep coming after folks like you. It's why they're showing up on your lawns, because they want you to get so scared that you stop doing the work that you're doing, and they want you to take your eye off the ball. How important is this action vis-a-vis guns in polling places to protecting election workers and, in a bigger sense, protecting our democracy?
It's important that there are consequences for those who are armed with misinformation or mobilized by misinformation, armed with firearms, seeking to do harm to the very officials who are simply trying to do their job in a nonpartisan way and protect everyone's vote, everyone's voice. There must be consequences for those who would threaten the lives and our families' lives and our well-being simply because they want to interfere with our democracy and cause fear and confusion and stop us from doing our jobs. And here's the thing. we haven't stopped doing our jobs. We've only gotten better at our jobs over the last few years. We've only gotten more dedicated. The clerk, I remember the day she called me and told me that story in December of 2020. And between then and now, we've only gotten more dedicated and committed to our jobs as a result of this. But the attacks and the threats have not gone away, and they won't diminish until there are real legal consequences. And that's why we're seeking to increase penalties at the state level and asking the federal government to do the same.